Hello everybody, we're watching Chris Chan Lore Speedrun with another gamer. Don't worry, he's cooler than the other one. You don't know a thing about Chris Chan, do you?
No. I think I watched like 5 minutes of this specific video to get a view like who he was.
Okay, good, because I don't know the full lore, I know more of the recent stuff, and he is out of this world. Wait, I almost forgot to turn on my VTuber model.
When Chris was 2 years old, he would meet his original gal pal, Sarah Hammer. In 1987, Chris would attend Greene County Primary School, where he would then leave in 1990 to attend Nathaniel Greene Elementary School, where he would have the most traumatic experience of his life. Chris claimed while he was there, he would be abused by staff members. He recalls times where he'd be pinned to the ground by multiple staff members, and his cries were recorded, and later was forced to sit on his homosexual principal's lap.
What?
Oh, what happened?
He, you know in school where you have teachers and all that?
Yeah.
The teachers use them. I think from both men and women. I think, or maybe just men.
Oh god.
In 1992, he would change his name from Christopher to Christian after a bear animatronic at the mall mistakenly called him Christian.
Oh no.
Chris took this as a sign from God. In 1993, Chris would attend Providence Middle School, and later that year would win the Sonic
Providence Middle School. What is he doing with the middle school? I thought he wasn't allowed around kids.
Oh nah, Providence. Come on, bro. 100 feet. 100 feet, bro.
Sweepstakes, becoming the first of his many TV appearances. 1996 would be an eventful year for Chris. He would begin attending Manchester High School, where he claimed he had the best years of his
this guy went through so many schools.
He created his first ever original character, Bionic, after being hit in the head with a basketball at school. Also in that year, the Pokemon franchise would be released in North America, beginning another of his lifelong obsessions. In 1998, he began to use the internet to spread his creations by launching his first website, Quick's Pokesite. Quick being a word based on his initials CWC. One of the requirements was he couldn't use any copyrighted characters. So to avoid copyright, he would combine his two greatest obsessions, Sonic and Pikachu, creating the infamous
Oh my, okay. Epilepsy warning. Okay, what do you think about Sonichu? Or have you heard of it?
I have not heard of it. What the fuck is that?
It's like a Sonic and Pikachu mix. You know? There's a lot of lore behind just this character, and even a medallion, which is stated to be like cursed.
A cursed medallion? The fuck did this guy do?
So if anybody ever offers you to put on a Sonichu medallion, do not do it. Your life will go downhill quickly.
I would be very terrified of that.
In 2003, Chris would realize how lonely he was and begin his love quest, a journey that's destination would be getting a girlfriend. To find his boyfriend frequently, he would create something called the attraction sign, which would hang around campus that read, seeking an 18 to 21-year-old single female companion, along with his contact information. Eventually, the Dean of Student Services, Mary Lee Walsh, came into contact with Chris and tore down on the grounds that Chris was soliciting sex. This caused Chris to get the fuck out. Later, Chris would create the first ever comic involving his characters, known as Sonichu No. 0, which is the first issue, even though it says the 0th issue on it. Chris also writes a sub-episode, which is about a real-life encounter with mall security, which Chris calls jerk hops.
Jerk hops.
My thoughts on it?
Mall security is crazy.
That was his first in real life boss fight.
So he's putting real life lore into this comic.
And like that love quest story thing, it goes really bad later. I hope they mention this one part.
In July of 2003, Chris began trying to find women at his local mall by opening his attraction site and setting in a populated area. Later at the game place, he would meet a new gal pal known as Megan Schroeder, who he would try to win over in various Quagmirian ways. In September, Chris would be arrested and banned from his local mall because his means of getting a girlfriend were deemed as soliciting. On the 29th of March, Chris would be approached by a woman named Hannah at the mall, where she would ask him out on a date as a joke. Eventually, Chris found out Hannah was never actually interested in him.
Oh yeah, this is the story.
Terrifying other customers, which led him to being banished from the mall once.
Okay, I think, I don't know if he like puts it because he's speedrunning it, but okay. I think it's that, fake women or another one, where it was these group of trolls that would message him like they were like a woman. And it got to a point where he got a blow-up doll. And recorded himself banging it, yelling out the name of the false woman.
To make matters worse, Chris and his characters have become the new thing to make fun of on 4chan's V-board, leading a man by the name of Evan Christopher George to start sending Chris gay fan art the boards have been making about him. Chris, being the Aryan that he is, was not pleased by this fan art. In response to seeing so much gay fan art of his characters, Chris would have a brilliant idea. He would draw straight porn of his characters.
The fuck? What the hell is this thing?
Oh nah.
He has this medallion as well. Oh my god.
I thought you said no darkies. Why are they?
Changed his
This
mind.
isn't correct.
Once you go dark, you can't go back.
An unknown woman known as She Came for a Quick.jpg, who was eventually identified as his friend Megan. This would have lasting
Oh my
consequences.
God.
3 months later, in March of 2008,
no.
Megan discovered She Came for a Quick.jpg and was understandably horrified and cut all ties with Chris shortly after. Also in August, a group of trolls came together under the alias of Blanca Weiss to catfish Chris Chan and trick him into sending them his medallion. In October, trolls posing as Blanca would receive the Sonichu medallion in the mail from Chris and film a video destroying
They destroyed the
it.
original.
On the 24th, the miscreants would inform Chris they had captured Julie and were sending her to China. So in response, Chris would make the 400-mile journey to Cleveland, Ohio to save Julie. When he reached the address of Julie's house, he finds an old rundown house with no relation to Julie at all. The 3rd of March would go down in Chris as possibly the worst ever day of Chris's life. Julie's fake brother, who was voiced by the same troll as Julie, would hack into Chris's PSN account to use as blackmail for Chris. Chris would join a mumble chat with Max to negotiate with him giving back his PSN, but Chris was forced to shove his Sonichu medallion up his ass while being recorded. Later, the troll posing as Julie
The
would
fuck? What? Oh my.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, you want your PSN account back? Shove the medallion of your ass out.
Yeah, to get it deep inside.
We want to see that in full 4K HD.
You know, compared to the other guys we reacted to, this guy is less disgusting and more disturbing.
audio call Chris on Mumble and reveal himself to Chris. After having his heart broken by another fake online girlfriend, Chris would link up with a new fake girlfriend. This being Emily, who's actually played by a real girl this time, which is kind of a step up, I guess. Emily and Chris would plan a date at Charlottesville Fashion Square, but Chris actually stood her up because his parents were fighting over if she was real or not. They then rescheduled the date to take place 2 days later. Chris unknowingly falling right into her plan. Chris would meet up with Ivy, accompanied by his dad for some fucking reason. When suddenly, the man in the pickle suit would descend from the heavens to cuck Chris, taking Emily from him.
Hi, Ivy. I love you.
Over all this
Ew, nah. Nah. Bro, I'm gonna call my girl like that, bro.
whose winner will be
Fuck are these OCs?
Oh, nah. What happened to the yellow motherfucker? Who's this?
He didn't like Asians no more. He wanted blue and brown.
I thought he didn't like darkies. This don't make sense.
The archives
real Chris.
incomplete.
Chris would upload the usual
Is that a
video to his
medallion he
channel
showed
screaming
up
about
his
trolls and shit. But eventually,
No, I think he made like many copies, even sold some of them. So remember,
okay.
even a copy is cursed, okay?
during this time, trolls would start adding gay ads to
As
the
murder.
Wikipedia, which rustled Chris's jimmies. In fact, Chris's jimmies were so rustled that he sent a letter to Obama himself to try to get the
No way.
Mr. President,
I need help.
I don't like these gay ads.
In late January, Chris revealed that he had actually managed to befriend a real-life woman who will be known as the Wallflower,
Nah.
for reasons that I will reveal
He did not.
later. Surprisingly, the 10th issue of Sonichu didn't take an entire year to make, and it was released in February. Issue
Hey,
10
his
was
art got
probably one of
better.
the most deranged issues
Never
in the
mind.
entire series.
No, I think he copied it.
Oh,
Like-
yeah, I can see that now.
On the 4th of April, Chris revealed he finally lost his virginity.
The fuck?
Hey, Big
Do you
W.
think it's true or not? What do you think?
Nah, it was a man.
To a prostitute on the site back.
To a
Oh,
okay,
never
yeah.
mind.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Believable.
In August, Chris would come out as a lesbian-identified male.
Yeah, you see what I mean? He
Oh.
transitioned.
Okay.
He thought, man, I can't get no play when I'm a guy. Let me try being a woman. And at the
Imagine.
end of the day, didn't
He's gonna
work.
fail.
Yeah.
In July, after watching hours worth of male-to-female hypnosis videos on YouTube, Chris would begin to believe that his China was forming beneath his taint.
China.
So Chris
The
would
fuck?
use a knife and cut it out of his body. Members of the
What?
What?
The fuck? Wait. Look, it's even the most replayed part.
start flirting with Planet Dolan artist Doopy Doo-Over. In April, Barb's account was overdrawn by $800.
Wait, what?
What?
You know who Planet Dolan is?
I don't think so.
Okay, it was these like old animation things where they would do like random facts and like animate their characters. And one of them was a person that he flirted with. I was watching Planet
Wow.
Dolan when I was a young lad back in like 2016.
So to get some quick cash,
Damn.
Chris sold a Sonic Totem on eBay for
What the
1,000.
fuck?
What the fuck is that?
Chris Chan made it and sold it.
Nah.
Would you buy it for $1,000, which is the actual price?
that looks like something they found in the fucking catacombs.
Spent $750 on Skylanders and $400.
He
No, shut.
spent $750 of that on Skylanders.
He's like, you know what? I made so much money. Skylanders.
And in October, would upload a video announcing the beginning of what he calls the dimensional merge. This is where shit gets really confusing, so pay attention. The dimensions 1218, dimension we live in, and the dimensions C197, the world where all fictional characters reside in, will combine to form a larger dimension known as 1C-211987 on the 31st of December of that year. And that Chris was responsible for all these dimensions colliding successfully. And not only that,
Messiah. That's crazy.
Now he's the Jesus of his own beliefs. He needs help. He needs therapy.
A man named Jacob Sockness was getting attention online, who is a psychopathic, autistic, evil wizard man who is in love with Chris and claims to be possessed by the god of war and death, Jacoba, and claims to kill homeless people with magic. Sockness' own delusions would start to influence Chris. Ideas like the world of Kitasuna and the species known as the Rocat and the demonic god Jacoba would be accepted as fact in Chris's mind. This month we would see Chris's mental state drop to new lows. Magic.
I mean, just look at VR chat.
Oh, you're right. I feel like this is like a mental issue.
It is. Probably stemmed in like middle school when he, stuff happened to him. In Providence, is middle school.
Providence, you got some.
Yeah, what'd he do to him?
You got some explaining to do.
What'd you do to Chris Chan? He's not even in the video. We're putting him on blast.
But they would arrange to have Sockness visit him in his home. For hearing this, Kiwi Farms would start digging deeper into Sockness' background and would discover statements of him saying that if Chris didn't accept his sexual advances, he would rape him. Fortunately for the world, Chris and Sockness...
Bro, this guy's crazy. I mean, look at him. He's wearing jorts with boots.
That was out of nowhere.
And shortly after would allude to having found his new sweetheart in this dimension. Unfortunately for the human race, Chris would reveal to Bell on an audio call that his new sweetheart in this dimension was actually his own mother. On the 29th of July,
Oh yeah, this story. Oh this my god. You wanna know what happened? Like, so his mom's got dementia. And oh
no.
He went up to her and was like, "Hey, what's good, baby girl? Let's actually do it." And they did it, and he said his mom enjoyed it. And then he got arrested.
Chris was packing, bro.
Hell would break loose. The user Eldude Rocks would leak the audio of Chris admitting having sex with his own mother. And the next day,
what?
Oh, what the leak?
How did he leak it? Was he just in the window?
Who was recording?
Probably Chris Chan, save it for later. So what do you think of the whole video, the Chris Chan lore?
I hope he don't come back, but if he come back, more interesting lore.